a damn crook. Um, we have so many more things to talk about when it comes to BravoCon. A lot of like little quick hits, just things that I found amusing, things we haven't really talked about yet, all of which I found amusing. Andy Cohen said he was very annoyed. I think no, we're too busy and BravoCon was too long ago. But Andy Cohen said after the Bravos, he was very, very annoyed with two Bravo celebrities, but he won't mention who they are. I imagine one of them is the town drunk, Whitney, because Whitney was the town drunk this year. I imagine one was Whitney. I don't know who the other one was, but he said he was very annoyed with two. Phaedra said Andy was the most shady. When asked, who do you think is the most shady? Phaedra said, you, boo. And Tamara seconded that. Andy said he thinks that Phaedra gives some of the best confessionals. He said Phaedra gives the best confessionals. I don't think he really could think of an answer and he just said that one. Teresa, I mean, the pea brain that is Teresa at the Bravo says, and the Oscar goes to, not even trying to be funny. She really just forgot she wasn't. Teresa, girl, one day they'll make a movie out of your life. Somebody will play you. I don't know who, and you can go to the Oscars. But right now, sweetie, that wasn't the Oscars. It was the Bravos, you guys. This Teresa, she gets very, very confused. Poor Teresa Giudice. Um, just little things that were on my mind from BravoCon that we haven't talked about. Kate Chastain told Ben, Chef Ben, who's back in the mix these days, that Ashley Darby thought he was, cute. And Chef Ben said, she's very pretty. Well, Jeff Lewis has stepped in to crush another person's dreams and has let Chef Ben know, not a chance in hell, Chef Ben. Ashley likes very rich gentlemen. So there you go. Speaking of Jeff Lewis, he said Todd. Todd seems like an asshole, Broadwin's husband. Way to state the obvious, JLL. Andy Cohen, Mr. Andrew Cohen says his Mount Rushmore. I feel like every time he's asked this, his answer changes. Vicky, Luann, Candy, Gizelle, Kyle. You just want to pick someone from every franchise, girl. And that's why you chose those people, Andrew. Vicky, Luann, Candy, Gizelle, and Kyle. That's his Mount Rushmore. Good for you, Andy. Congratulations. What else could we say about BravoCon? I feel like Scheana is like the Valley's like dark secret. Nobody on the Valley cast wanted to talk about why Scheana wasn't filming this season. She was asked, she wasn't asked. Nobody wants to clarify that or talk about that. I just find that very strange. LVP has Garcelle's back. She was asked about Garcelle being off the show, and she's like, give me a break. Garcelle is booked and busy. Those heifers can do Beverly Hills without her, darling. Garcelle is way better than those losers. Well, she didn't say those exact words, but she said something kind of like it. Camille Grammer has said, thank you, Mr. Kelsey Grammer, for that Frasier money. It's kind of funny, no? I told you, I see Kelsey Grammer in Sag Harbor all the time. He's a local. And let me tell you something. If you saw Kelsey Grammer walking down the street in Sag Harbor, you recognize him when you know he lives there, but you wouldn't even recognize him. I mean, the man looks just like another guy that's walking around the streets. There's a lot of little BravoCon things. And finally, in finality, as we wrap up, I gotta tell you, I love this fucking Stacey Rusch. Everyone watched Potomac this past week. I mean, I'm sorry. First of all, Kay is doing so much. She's just so fucking thirsty. She's looking for her moment, and now it didn't work against this one and that one. Now she's coming for Stacy, but I swear, I swear, and they're talking about Chris Samuels and Monique. When says, I'd never trust you around my husband, and Stacey Rusch says, you don't have one. This Stacey Rusch is, and I was looking on Twitter. Oh my God. I thought it was just me. I mean, I realize a lot of you guys like the woman, but I gotta tell you, you guys are loving Stacy apparently as much as I do. I found some comments. Let me just see if I can find these while I have you all on the phone. I'm loving her. She's so amusing. People are loving this too. Yep, I would never trust you on my husband. You don't have one. Whack her again, Stacy. Someone else says God is a woman and shows a picture of Stacy. Oh, people are not happy with Cookie Monster. They say this cookie lady seems very messy. She also looks a mess. Please stop giving her camera time. Yeah, when like Stacy didn't. I mean, Cookie could probably take Stacy down with one blow of her left hand. I mean, Cookies looks like a strong woman. Well, Stacy ain't afraid. She's wagging her finger in Cookie's face, and Cookie's like, "Don't you wag that finger in my face?" And Stacy's like, "Really, like this? Don't you dare tell me what to do." Cookie tells her basically, "I'm gonna drop you if you your finger in my face again." Stacy turns right around and wags that fucking finger. She don't give a fuck. So someone else says, I don't care how messy Stacey is. The fact that she lies and can't keep her story straight, she is entertaining as hell and nobody is doing it like her. I agree. She's literally everyone's opposition, but can remain composed and escalate when needed. The girl can do no wrong. I agree. Someone else says this Chris Samuel storyline is a drag. We don't care. They're divorced. Someone else is like Pam Oliver, referring to Wendy's alias. Someone else says the rest of the cast reading these tweets like they still like Stacy. What are we gonna do? Yes, we still like her. Um, Gizelle explained Angel's issue perfectly. She doesn't know how to be a housewife. Yes. If there's a conflict, she buckles down and gets sour and passive, but will ruminate on it for weeks and bring it up when it's no longer relevant. She's just not getting it. That is correct. Ashley Darby, speaking of which, at BravoCon was asked how Angel's doing for her first season. I gotta tell you, I'm like laughing now. Ashley's learning the game. I mean, of course she knows the game, but at BravoCon, Ashley's asked, "What do you think of how Angel's first season is going?" And Ashley says, "Now, what's the scale? Is it 1 to 10?" Before I give my answer, okay, it's 1 to 10. I'm gonna give her a 0. Poor Angel. Good, funny. Wendy, this finger to do. Cookie, don't point your finger at me. And then they're showing her just pointing it out. Walking around the table to point again, but closer was everything because who you feeling like Cookie, give Stacy 2 peaches or whatever they have in Potomac. They have flutes. Stacy pointing her finger at Cookie. Hold on. Stacy pointing her finger at Cookie and over again, then scooting closer to her. Stacy lifted that QVC mask a bit. Stacy ain't no punk. Point your finger again. When I say Mount Rushmore of Potomac, I see Stacy's face. All right, you guys get the point. Anyway, I love Stacy. I like Potomac. Uh, Kay is annoying as hell, and I can't stand Angel. Okay, just that is what it is. Cookie, you better watch your back. And yes, for everyone wondering, Gizelle, Ashley, we love Stacy. Let's see who else is going to be in some legal trouble. We got to talk about Jen Shaw next time, and it's Thanksgiving week, guys. We'll have a show every day. We'll have quick hits. It's very busy here in February. But thank you guys for tuning in. Just kind of a catch up on everything. We haven't really talked about all these legal arrests, and I'm very well aware of everything going on. Candy and Todd, we'll talk about that next time. We got a lot to cover. So love you all. See you later.